Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new series for my channel. I know, you're gonna say it. Oh my god, it has been forever. And I say that with like some stress in forever. It has actually been a bloody long time. Life has been interesting recently. But I am back. I'm back with a new lease of life, quite literally. And I'm just going to get like straight into this. I've been setting up my recording software and kind of getting things in order, and I will give you a brief outline of everything that you are viewing right now. So what you're currently seeing is the opening screen for a game that is called Lords of the Fallen. Now, I know nothing about this game, and I thought it looks interesting, so let's buy it in the summer sale. So I did. I haven't watched anything about it. I haven't watched any videos. I haven't seen any pictures. I've hardly read anything about it. I've literally just read the front page of Steam to get a very brief outline of what this game actually is. And I kind of thought it would, be the general hack and slash, kill things, blah blah blah, that kind of game. I played about 5 minutes of it, fell in love with it, and thought, I have to record this, so here I am. So without further ado, let us get in. You will see a continue, because, as I said, played about 5 minutes of the game, just to, kind of see what the controls were, how to play it. I have actually not gotten any further than just learning the basic controls, which is WSAD, left click for a light attack, E for a medium, heavy attack, and R to pick stuff up. That is my experience of the game. As you can see there, I have played 6 minutes. It's amazing progress. There's gonna need to be changes, and I'll straight up say that. My keyboard is a very loud keyboard. I've got the Razer Black Widow Chroma. It's a mechanical keyboard, and it is very loud when I'm typing, so I will probably have to tweak that. But guys, please do let me know in the comments, as I am, entirely revolved around your comments, and kind of struggle without them. I will take a quick sip of my water, and jump straight in. So I kind of know, I don't know what I want to play as. I have no idea how any of these classes work. But I kind of decided to go with brawling because it sounds interesting. And then in the equipment selection part, this kind of, the classes seem like they are supposed to be played in a specific way. Your magic selection, you've kind of got these coloured outlines around it. So you've got a blue one, a red one, and a green one. And then if you kind of, go to the next stage, it's quite obvious what ones you're supposed to play as, because the heaviest class has a red border around it, which kind of indicates you should play as the brawler, and wouldn't really benefit if you played as, say, the deceptive class. And then obviously the sneaky, really lightweight, easy to move has the green border, and the medium. But I kind of went, who plays like that? Sod it. So I'm going with the brawling class. I'm going with the cleric set, because the cleric kind of seems balanced. So I'm going to try and break this as possible, and probably make it really hard for myself, by playing as a medium class that kind of focuses on a lot of attack, but also has some nice defense to it. It kind of makes sense in my head. So the way I balance that is, obviously, the medium class is obviously not lightweight, but it's movable and can, attack reasonably quickly whilst also having some defense behind it. And the way that it would balance is, obvious, if you're playing as the Solace, and then the cleric set, you would have the really defensive, and then you would do your attack. Well, I'm kind of going with, you do the attack damage with the brawling class, and then use the benefits of the cleric's maneuverability and somewhat defense to be able to get the attacks in and still dodge, while still having a bit of, you know, defense behind you whilst doing damage. From what I've read, this plays a lot like the Soul series, and in that I played as quite a tanky, just a tanky tank, basically. I couldn't roll. It was physically impossible for me to roll. It was an interesting build. I pretty much just went max HP and strength, and wasn't really able to roll at all, to dodge. So I was really dependent on like the blocking feature, which obviously it didn't really have. It was more of a riposte, I think you say it. I probably got that horribly wrong. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I thought there was an extra tab that just started the game. My bad. I decided to not start from where I was, which was literally just like the very beginning, but instead play the whole opening sequence, because I know some people like that. I could have recorded the opening sequence, but it's just easier to start again, because I really hadn't done anything. I did buy all the DLCs for the game. I will be playing with the DLC starting equipment. You might think it's, you know, overpowered and just all that at the start, but 9 times out of 10 you get rid of that equipment because you find better stuff anyway. But I will be quiet for this opening scene, and I hope you enjoy.
Fallen God, creator and destroyer of worlds, hear my
monasteries ahead. I wonder if it's still safe. Either way, our quest for Antanas nears a conclusion. I hope he's worth all the men we've lost on our way here.
Whilst we're kind of in this opening scene, I would just like to remind you what I said at the start. Some parts will be really loud and really quiet, and will need lots of editing. Please have some patience with me, because I are noobs.
Even for a monastery. Hold on.
So, you know, just have some patience. But here we are in the startings of the game. Like, the first 5 minutes will be the tutorial-esque type stuff, and I will probably do it just to show you guys what it's, you know, what I'm playing as. or how it plays, should I say, not what I'm playing as. You've already seen what I'm playing as. Okay, so WSAD moves you. Pretty standard controls right there. And then the first rule of combat is to focus. Now, there are like a couple of different settings for this, and I've turned most of them off / on to make the playing experience as fun as possible, whilst also not being like so easy that the game practically holds your hand and walks you through everything. The first one, which you're seeing here, is locking mechanism on targets. Now, at the moment, it's set to middle mouse button, as you can see. I've just noticed it also has a health bar, which I could have sworn I turned off. The settings may have actually reset themselves. I will have to look into that. But as you can see, it's, you know, right click staggers them, left click is easy attack, move in direction and press space to roll, and then press E to do heavy attacks. Pretty much as I said in the beginning. This is as far as I got. This is genuinely as far as I got. But I'm now going to be like really professional and go and like check the settings. No show health gauges. Don't want show health gauges. Show question subtitles. There was one. Yeah, so these are the things I've got. I don't want health gauges because it kind of spoils the immersion for me. I don't really want damage count for the exact same reason. And I also don't want it to lock onto enemies because that's like the most holding your hand that you can basically get, so I turned it off. I haven't changed any of the controls. I can just show you that here really quickly. Nothing has changed. I did change the graphic settings, but you know, that doesn't really make a difference. And that is pretty much it. Oh, I also changed some of the sound qualities, sound settings, not qualities. And I might actually bring that down because it was kind of loud. I don't know if that's just my headphones or whether it will come out like that in the recording. We'll have to see. It's all fun. It's all an adventure, and you'll start coming on the adventure with me. That guy has a shiny boot. Shiny boot. Yeah. So it didn't actually give me all the... Oh no, they haven't all come through yet. So Thek, Ihir, and Magir, that's probably wrong, but sue me, are DLC weapons. And I'm actually going to kind of wait for the rest of them to come through, if they come through. Hopefully they come through. Yay! They're all coming through. I'm just going to wait here, be really professional and really fun. Wait for it to come through. There we go. That should be everything. So I'm going to do a quick scream. I'm going to take off my clothes. Sure, why not? Most of the courage armor, not actually all of it, because for some reason the courage gauntlets are worse than the cleric gauntlets. Not sure how that works, but you know, hey ho. And then I'm also going to use a spell shard and the 2 attribute points, and then jump straight into said attributes and put 2 into endurance, which probably didn't save because you know you're gonna have to save it, scrub. Which will put my equipment burden up to 19, which will allow me to carry everything that I'm currently wearing, and then also put my first point in prayer. Kacha! Which will then unlock Rage and Wrath, which obviously I need points to unlock. What I didn't look at was, no, the gloves are still worse. So as you can see, I'm now, you know, pretty decked out in rather large, heavy armor. And if I do space, as you saw in the beginning, I press space and roll in a direction. I was fairly okay doing it. If I press space and roll in a direction now, you'll notice that I'm really quite slow. So it really does play out like the Soul series, how you have to have like an equipment burden below a certain amount for you to actually dodge and roll. And I think it goes on how quickly you can block and can't block. And then obviously you just have the bars which they describe, but I'll quickly go through them. Red bar is your life. Orange bar is how much stamina you have for attacking, so that's normally represented in most other games as a green bar. But obviously if we do a heavy, we pretty much lose our entire stamina, and then we won't be able to do much else. Blocking makes your stamina go up really slowly, and also drains your stamina, I think. Don't hold me to that. And then light attacks, you know, don't take as much. I don't know if having low stamina reduces your damage output, but that is a possibility. I've also noticed that I've lowered the game sounds. No? The effects were quite high. Okay, that's weird. Kind of, because this hammer is a DLC, it's supposed to scream when you hit the ground, or when you hit things, which is why it is called Screamer. I'm not sure why that's happening. Meh. Oh well. But let us talk to... No, talk.
It's locked.
It is locked. Cast lock. Another thing, as you saw, I have turned on subtitles. So for all of you that prefer subtitles being on, I have facilitated for that. If you don't like them being on, I do apologise. But I kind of prefer playing with Mum, because I don't always hear what's happening if it's like really loud and stuff. I'm gonna like be quiet now, play the game.
You're still losing blood, Caslow. The Rogar got you good.
I didn't let you out of prison to worry about me.
You're no use to me if you bleed to death.
I will try to spare you the inconvenience of my death.
I fear that was a bit of a dickish move. I feel like a bit of a dick now. I probably should have said something else there, but I don't know if that actually factors into the game. How do we find Antanas?
The man we're looking for. How will we find him?
He's the leader of all humanity. If we find his guards, we'll find him.
I mean, that, you know, that makes sense, but what if he's just not here and his guards stay behind?
There must be some way to open this door.
A switch, perhaps? Or a key?
A switch or a key? Oh, I forgot to pick up the document that's over here. Boop.
These things keep coming. We fight back, but there are too many of them. It is sickening to see them move. Their limbs twist and turn in ways they're not supposed to. And their smell. It's like fire and death creeping up your nose. One of the creatures we were fighting spat on us. The saliva hit my eye. It burned, and it burns deeper into me.
Okay, so from that we can kind of see that there is obviously some kind of infection / plague going around in this place. I also pressed Q and I don't actually know what that does. It seemed to just slam my shield into the ground and make things go a little bit red. Well, there are totally things not behind this door. Oh, hi. You look interesting. Not all enemies are Rogar, but all have their own behaviour patterns. For example, some are blind, you don't always have to fight them. Can I, like, break this? Nope. Fair enough. Okay, I'll admit that I kind of wailed on that guy a bit. Probably could have killed him a lot easier. He's blind. Okay, that's a blind guy. Try hold, oh, I didn't read that. Yep, he died. Okay. I think that was just saying that, like, there's minor combos that you can kind of do, you know, like a light and heavy. Staying quiet is not only good for avoiding combat, you can get your head start. Okay, well, you know. Oops, I missed him. Squeeze! You're not dead. Nope. Die already, there we go.
It is in me, and it is changing me, my skull. The bones are moving, growing. It does not feel like poison in my veins, more like liquid darkness. We have seen with others what happens next. Eyesight goes first, then follows sanity. Brother William, Brother Peter and I won't let the disease take us. We will choose death before it chooses us.
Oh yeah, so I had like no stamina, so I kind of just got hit there. Oh, you douche. What's this stuff? Energy shot. Okay, so those are shots. Find it. Oh, that's totally just. Oh, I got him. So as you can tell, I'm terrible at this game. And it looks like breaking stuff can give me stuff. So I'll probably be trying to break everything. Is that where I've just come from? Nope. Let's go this way. Because there is probably
Dear
something.
Father.
Yes, behind.
The fires on the horizon. They are spreading towards our village. I beg you, be careful. Something evil is happening. I can feel it. You can always seek refuge here, in the monastery. Whatever happens, Antanas can save us. Please, please, be safe.
I'm gonna say... Ooh, what's this? You might want to remember this location, medical pause. Wait, what? You might want to remember these locations of magical portals and other ones too. It opens up once you have defeated a formidable enemy. Uh-huh. Speech. Can I not break the... No, okay, can't break the chandelier thing. Okay! Owie. No, 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 no. That was a jump. I didn't want to jump. Okay, that didn't work. Nah. I'm probably gonna die, so I'm gonna like run away. Or try and do that. Maybe. Okay, that knocked him over. Ha 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 ha. You died. I'm so close to dying. I'm terrible at this game. I don't even know what I got from him. I can't see what I got from him either. Health potion. Nom nom nom. Favorite? How do I know if it's favorited? Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Nope, no idea. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna end it here. This seems like a good place to end. It's a terrible place to end. But I killed a big guy, and I got to a place that is up here. Ooh. Well, that doesn't look like a place for a boss. That is where I just was. Energy shot. Okay. I'm gonna end the first episode here. I spent quite a lot of this episode talking and rambling. I do apologise, but I just wanted to get, you know, a lot of stuff out of the way. So I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments and feedback in the section below, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.